Hi everyone. I read the book Bring It to Class Unpacking Pop Culture in Literacy Learning, which discusses infusing pop culture into the literacy curriculum. Today we're going to talk about connecting to audiences, specifically integrating music into the classrooms. I wanted to start off with a video that most of you guys have probably seen on Facebook or the internet of a teacher's remix of Juju on the Beat to get the students motivated to learn in the classroom. By using this popular song and the movements and dance to go along with it, the teacher really got the students motivated and excited to learn for the whole day. So, what does it take to engage students who are interested not only in what was, but also what is, and possibly what will be? Thinking about incorporating rap into literacy classrooms, the book quotes that it connects to students' lives through inequalities and injustices that young people read from the assigned meaning of text, yet believe they have little or no control over. So incorporating this encourages these students to attend to these meetings while questioning the meaning of their own lives. It really gives it a personal touch. So let's talk about memorization and how it builds comprehension. Reading lyrics has a definite advantage over merely listening to them. If you read it, you know what it is saying, and not just thinking about what it is saying. We know that young people acquire academic concepts more readily when learning is made fun. Take Schoolhouse Rock, for example. Children in the 70s and 80s remember multiplication and grammar and government through these Saturday morning cartoons. Schoolhouse Rock was actually created by a father that noted that his son was easily memorizing this Beatles song, but he was not able to master multiplication facts in the classroom. So what he did was link concepts from the classroom with contemporary music and engaging graphics to ensure that learning is fun for students. So let's take a look at Schoolhouse Rock.
Body grows bigger, your mind loves power. It's great to learn, cause knowledge is power. It's Schoolhouse Rocky, the chip on the block of your favorite Schoolhouse Rock. You've been waiting for Conjunction Junction. Conjunction Junction, what's your function? Hooking up words and phrases and clauses. Conjunction Junction, how's that function? I got 3 favorite cards that get most of my job done. Conjunction Junction, what's their function? I got and, but, and or, they'll get you pretty far.
So as you can see, Schoolhouse Rock incorporates music and engaging graphics to teach that skill content. So memorization is respected, but it's also disputed in educational circles because it's making kids memorize instead of using their conceptual learning. Another way to engage students is having students create their own rap based on the content being taught. Is a great way to incorporate rap into the classroom, and it allows students to use their creativity and uniqueness to learn a specific skill. Let's take a look at these high school students rap about literacy elements.
This is a rap about literary elements. Using these devices can't help give your writing relevance. Like my brother's friend's cousin. Her name is Emily. Her teeth are white like the snow. Whoa, that's a simile. Similes are part of language that is figurative. If you're still confused, listen to this example that I give. Sally sells seashells. That's alliteration. Repeating consonant sounds can help keep someone's attention.
By having students create their own raps allows them to really be engaged and engulfed in that specific content. So let's talk about this word edutainment. There are varied views about this word. Some critics claim that it has little to offer beyond teaching, and that's offer beyond teaching students that they can acquire information with minimal effort and study, and they view pop culture as a mass. Other view it as a learning potential that is not slowed by the engagement with pop cultural text, but it also allows the students to learn in a more interested way. So, going backstage with the students. We know that pop culture texts are not difficult to find in schools, they're actually everywhere. The trouble is finding the time and the support needed to plan this instruction with these texts. Mr. Bryant, a middle school English language arts teacher, quotes, "Many times, educators ask themselves, how will I ever get through to this kid? In order to teach, you must go backstage and find students' feelings and interests and be mindful that learning should be connected to their social experiences." It's 2016. We live in a media-driven world where entertainers have a significant influence on cultural identities and norms and beliefs of the students that we're teaching. So it's important to think about these influences and the significance they have on our students today. Also, music always has always had a significant influence on youth, so incorporating that into the classroom really helps build your connection with the students and the students' willingness to learn in the classroom as well. So, now we go into the pros and cons of rap in the classroom. Here's a table that goes by subject matter and the pros and cons of each. Some pros are that we appreciate the ebb and flow and the rhythm of the unique rapping, and that the lyrics help show that people's struggles aren't far removed from those displayed in textbooks. Some other pros are that rap in the classroom encourages people to voice their opinions and tell their own stories in a figurative language. Some cons are that it's violent, promotes sexuality, and a blatant lack of respect for authority. It has degrading lyrics, and some teachers might be unfamiliar with rap and the lifestyle of hip-hop. So there are both pros and cons, but obviously rap can be used in an appropriate manner in the classroom. So let's talk about using pop culture novels. There needs to be this balance of student interest with the standardized curriculum. But the challenge is that young fans of pop culture and their entertaining lack the real substance. So, here's Ms. Pendergrass's story. She created a library that appealed to student interest while not totally discounting what she valued as a teacher. These books were rewarded thinking critically about various elements, characterization, plot developments, regardless of their genre. And she really believed that it was important to defend student choices, and she made that happen through a plan that showed the qualities of the pop culture text that she used in her curriculum. So, fan fiction, as quoted by Hagood, are stories that admirers of an original work write by using the setting, characters, and plot from the original to create different situations and endings. And these drafts are reviewed by peers, and the finished pieces are circulated online in a group. And students know that they have specific audiences to keep in mind, and that doing so will allow for a whole group instruction on critical media literacy. We can't forget about video games and the impact it has on our students. However, there is such a thing called game literacy, which includes writing scripts, researching and authoring backstories, and producing walkthroughs. The great thing about this is that students can get jobs from this by producing and authoring games. This is a media skill, a media job skill for the 21st century literacy demands, which is great. So this is the end of the presentation where I dropped the mic, and that's the end of the battle. Thank you.